Of New Zealand, peace and tranquility on the one hand, and the adrenaline rush of extreme sports on the other. It's not just the Dolphins leaping in New Zealand this weekend, however, the World Rally Championships in town. Is round 12 of the WRC and is the first of 2 visits the series makes to the region in the space of 3 weeks. The event's based in the city of Sales, Auckland, at the top of the North Island, with the 26 stages run over 3 days, 2 to the south and the other to the north. The first 2 of those days saw incidents galore, with the championship battle reduced to a two-way affair when Colin McRae misheard a pace note midway through day 1.
3, 2. Let me just go and jump out to the cold. Hold on. Yeah, just anyway.
Ford's challenge for the manufacturer's crown then ended the following day, when Marco Martin also crashed his focus out of the rally.
50.
Martin's accident left Carlos Sainz to uphold team honours, but the Spaniard was also finding the gravel roads a little tricky. It was, though, now impossible for the team to take the world title, so Sainz was driving for pride, not points. One man whose pride received a serious dent was the reigning world champion, Richard Burns.
And tight it. Oh no!
That moment's loss of concentration cost Burns dearly. He'd been leading the rally, but the crash meant any dreams of a second title were over.
She touched the bank on the outside of the corner and the car went up on 2 wheels, dug in and ended up there. But I'm very, very off about not winning the rally. That was an important thing, and we had a nice lead.
So with 2 events and the final day of this rally to go, only one man can now take the crown.
Marcus, you are this year's World Rally Champion.
Yeah, it looks so, okay, it's good for me. I am happy. Okay, maybe it's not the right way how it came, but it was only this rally. It has been a good season for me anyway, so okay, good.
Others who also crashed out included Jani Parsonen, who'd set some impressive times on his New Zealand debut.
Yes, got it!
Parsonen had claimed Mitsubishi's first stage win in over a year, so his retirement was particularly cruel. Going into the final day, Peter Solberg Subaru was the best of the non-Peugeots in 3rd place behind Brooke and Harry Rogampera, while Tommy Mäkinen in the other impressive was 4th, over a minute behind his teammate. The only other team besides Subaru to have all their cars still in the running was Hyundai. Juha Kankkunen headed their challenge in 6th place behind Sainz. So with 8 stages still to go, this was how the leaderboard looked. Grunholm led Rovampera by over 55 seconds, with the chasing pack now a long way back. The rest of the top 6 were well spread out, while the group chasing the point-scoring places was led by Freddie Loix in another Hyundai. Day 3 was the rally's shortest, totalling just over 90 kilometres, with all but one of the 8 stages a series of sprints around the Maramarua forest and a single service park in the town of Tikawata. As the drivers gathered in the cold light of early morning, there was a chance to check out each other's tyre choices, but there was no getting away from the fact that both world titles had provisionally been decided.
The sun's come up on the final day of the rally. We've got a Finnish world champion. What do you think about that?
nice day, you know, and we will see. I think we will have a little Finnish celebration afterwards.
Well, Marcus, how does it feel to be world champion today?
Good, but it was early morning and not so much sleep, but still the rally is going on, so we have to finish this one.
You think you can finish it on top of the podium?
Yes, I want to finish on the top of the podium. Yes, it would be nice.
Stage 19 was the day's first, Otoroheo Trig, at just 4.6 kilometres. Again, the leading runners go in reverse order, so Kankkunen was the first of the top six to tackle the stage. Sainz went next.
Derecha rápida menos ras, acaba rasante, acaba rápido ojo mucho ras, para izquierda casi izquierda.
Tommy Mäkinen's season has seen frustration follow frustration. At least he seems to have found a setup he likes, but his younger teammate was still beating him by over a minute. Mäkinen and co-driver Karin struggled quickest so far, but Solberg and the two Peugeots had still to tackle the stage. Both the Subaru drivers were using the day to test setups ready for Rally Australia, but Solberg was also determined to finish on the podium.
Tightens keep in 20, early 4 right plus, right minus tightens keep in 30, early 5 left into cut, early half 2 right plus tightens, into 5 left 20, cut big cut 3 right tightens to 4 left minus, to cut 6 right 20, early 6 left minus half long.
First blood to Solberg then. But there'd be no fewer than 3 Peugeots in the top 6 stage times. Giovinazzi slapping the top just 4 seconds slower than Solberg. Harry Rovanperä, though, was now over a minute and 20 seconds ahead of the Norwegian, so his second place looked secure. Secure or not, Rovanperä and Fonto Solander were still half a second quicker than Solberg and Phil Mills. Only the rally leader and provisional world champion was left to go, but if anyone thought a lead of nearly a minute would make Marcus Gronholm back off, clearly they were mistaken.
5, ja vasen nopea soppu, oikein nopea soppu. 5, oikein eri miinus soppu, ja vasen eri. 7, vasemmalle 3 ja oikein hidas maali. Stage is clear for Marcus. 0,5 and 4.
So, 1 stage down and 7 to go. Gronholm's lead was now over 57 seconds, while all the other gaps also increased slightly. The battle worth watching, it seemed, was the one between Panizzi and Gardemeister for 8th place, the pair now just 10.5 seconds apart. Stage 20 was the day's longest, at a little over 32 kilometres. The virtual spectator shows that once again it's an open, flowing road, unlike the short, sharp series of stages in the Maramarua forest which followed. Another classic New Zealand road, so another vintage performance by the Peugeots looked likely. Until Jan Parsonen retired, Mitsubishi's Francois Delacour hadn't been able to match his teammates' pace and had been looking at the data from the Finn's car to see where he'd been making up time.
100 mètres, droite 110 pour long corde. 150 mètres.
The difference was apparently in the way Parsonen was braking, and Delacour's attempt to change his style looked to be working. The Frenchman was nearly 22 seconds faster than the chasing Armin Schwarz. The German driver was now a long way behind his 2 teammates. Freddie Loix and Juha Kankkunen were in theory fighting for 6th place, but Hyundai management had told the pair to hold station, much to Loix's dismay. Kankkunen was 5 seconds faster than Loix on stage 20.
200. Very long easy left. 50, rest 100. Very long fast right tightens and opens. 50, third very long medium left.
With both Sainz's teammates out, the only 2 orders to him stage unusually included stretches of tarmac, but while Mäkinen was nearly a second slower than Sainz, Solberg again showed his colleague just how it should be done.
6 left, keep in, into 6 right tightens, half long of a crest, 60, 5 left crest tightens, to tarmac, 6 right keep in, into cut, 5 left, open 60, 6 right half long of a crest, tightens 30, 6 left plus, 120, back crest.
As the Subaru
60,
crosses the finish line, however, it's
right plus
clear
to the
that
crest,
Solberg isn't
100,
happy with the car.
6 right plus.
Brakes are gone and everything.
Sorry about that? What happened?
The diffs are not working.
Rovanperä and Gronholm had no such worries. Yet again it seemed the Peugeots would be in a class of their own on stage 20.
Jatkaa oikein täys 5. Vasen riput pyörii. Ei helppo aukeaa. Vasen täys 5 kääntyy lopussa. 7.
The crushing performance by the silver cars was certainly impressive, but also demoralising for the other teams. Their management struggling to understand just how they could improve their cars to compete with the 206s.
Nyppy 4 ja vasen eri. Oikein jouhea. 8. Vasen eri. Oikein eri. 5 ja vasen eri jouhea. 8. Ja oikein eri jouhea. Sumpuu. 100. Nyppy oikein laita täys. 5 ja oikein täys yli nypyn. 150. Stage is clear for Markus.
Six stages left before you get that top spot on the podium. Do you think you can do it?
Yes, I think so. Now we can take it quite easy.
Looks like it's going to be fourth for you without any problems for the guys ahead of you. Are you satisfied with that result? Because you would have hoped to perhaps been on the podium.
Not very much. It is. We would like to be, of course, further up.
Carlos, you're chasing Tommy for fourth, but without him making a mistake, it's going to be quite a tall order.
Yeah, he has quite a good gap at the moment, but it's always pushing until the end for sure.
Petter, you're very close to that podium finish, but a couple of worries for you on the last two stages.
Yeah, last stage yesterday the car was perfect, and started this morning on the first stage we had a problem with the center diff on braking and throttle, so we lost the pressure. And okay, it's very difficult to drive, but you have to be very neat. Sometimes it's difficult, so you lose the car all the time. So it wasn't good fun, I will tell you. It was difficult.
Stages 21 and 22 were the first runs through the Ridge and Campbell tests. Sainz was fourth quickest through stage 21 and then fifth in 22. Clearly the four-time winner in New Zealand hadn't given up trying. For once, stage 21 saw Solberg forced to settle for second best to his teammate.
30, 4 left tightens, opens 80, early 6 right plus, half long keep in, 30 slippy, maybe 5 left.
On the next stage, though, Mäkinen would once again lose out to his younger colleague. The pair of stages also witnessed a change in Peugeot's fortunes. Rovanperä just fifth fastest on 21 and then fourth on 22. But there were no surprises as far as the winner of both those stages was concerned. John Gronholm again.
Jouhea suppuu. Oikein helppo. 100. Vasen eri miinus. 7. Oikein
So the two Finnish Peugeot drivers were now split by a massive 1 minute 38 seconds, while Solberg, Mäkinen, Sainz and Kankkunen continued to hold position. Behind the top six, it seemed Gardemeister's threat to Panizzi had receded. Yet another battle being won by a Peugeot. Stage 23 was a repeat of the 8.5 kilometre ridge test. Now the road surface was a lot cleaner. Skoda's Tony Gardemeister set exactly the same time as Rovanperä.
Varo, hai vasen, eli sisältä kääntyy vähän irtoa. Pitkä oikein eri plus 5. Pitkä vasen K kirraa.
There's no point in even asking who won the stage, but the two Subaru drivers seemed determined to battle it out for the second quickest time behind Bruno.
9 into 5, right tightens, open 60, slow line into turn, slippy late, 2 left bus, tightens cut, 1 plus narrow, 80, 6 left bus, 60, 6 left minus.
Just 0.2 of a second split the pair. Stage 24, however, would be far less straightforward. Sainz and co-driver Lewis Moyer hit a tree with the rear of their car, injuring a cameraman in the process, although Sainz wouldn't be aware of the injury until he was well clear of the stage. The stage also witnessed the first hint that the Peugeots weren't invincible after all. Hydraulic failure for Rovanperä meant throttle, transmission and power steering problems, and over 30 seconds were lost in just 7.5 kilometres.
Huomio, hae nypyri vasen miinus sisältä 7.
No such worries for Marcus Grönholm and Timo Rautiainen. Fastest yet again. The pair could even find something to laugh about. Only 2 more stages, totaling just over 21 kilometres, now stood between the Finns and their third win of the season. The 10.6 kilometre Fife stage would be run twice, back-to-back, rounding off the rally. Hyundai's decision to hold station meant that Kankkunen had no need to worry about the unhappy Freddie Loix. Finn was again the quickest of the excellent drivers on stage 25. Sainz was just 1/10 of a second faster than Kankkunen, but both men would find themselves elevated a position thanks to the return of Petter Solberg's incredible run of bad luck.
Left minus tightens. 60. I don't believe this. Supervision. Go supervision over. Yeah, crawling through the stage very slowly, the engine's on its last legs. Keep going. Okay, cool.
I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Supervision for Petter.
Retirement with only 16 kilometres of the rally left. Rovanperä was still struggling with the hydraulic problem, but should at least be able to hang on to his second place. Now the threat of Solberg had gone. To no one's surprise, Grönholm again set the fastest time, a clean sweep with only the day's last stage to go. Even if his rally very nearly ended in the same way as Richard Burns had, a little over 24 hours earlier. So a rerun of the Fife stage was all that now remained. But would the second run be as dramatic? Freddie Loix and co-driver Sven Smits certainly didn't think so. Still unhappy at the team's decision, the Belgian duo did as they'd been told and finished 6th, 42 seconds behind Juha Kankkunen and Juha Repo.
To long fast right, and keep left over 50 to very, very long medium right, 50, easy right, 50, long easy left, and keep straight.
Sainz and Moyer would finish 4th, picking up 3 points for themselves and their team, although of course both championships had been decided on the previous day. Mäkinen suffered a string of retirements this year, and so to claim the first of the podium places must have been a huge relief, even if it was at the expense of the unlucky Solberg. The top three, in fact, was an all-finish affair, Rovan Perä nursing his sick Peugeot through the last 10 kilometres to claim second place. But to the delight of the local Peugeot fans, it was Marcus Grönholm and Timo Rautiainen who were again quickest on the last stage to seal the most emphatic of victories, even if the atmosphere inside the car was a little more subdued than back at service as the pair crossed the finish line.
Ja oikein helppo, jep. Jumal kautsi. Siinä se on. Puhutaan. Stage is clear for Markus.
Yes! Hey! Marcus, you've done it. World champion again. Tell us how you feel.
It's good feeling now to have it here already, and now we can take it easy in Australian RC.
The Peugeot's been very dominant.
Yeah, it has been a good season for me and for our team also. We have, it's a good team, and that's the result.
In the end, Grönholm's winning margin was enormous, with Rovan Perä relieved that he'd been able to hang on to second place. Mäkinen was third, with Sainz, Kankkunen and Loix picking up the rest of the points. Panizzi headed the chasing pack, with the best local driver, Bruce Herbert, finishing 12th. So Grönholm cannot now be caught and is the provisional World Drivers' Champion. The runners-up spot is far from decided though, with 20 more points available from the final 2 events. The news in the Manufacturers Series is just as good for Peugeot, who should be confirmed as champions for the 3rd successive year.
Tom, it must feel great to be back on the podium.
Not on that way, it's not any special feeling. Sorry for Peter to retire stage before the end. It was not so good for us, for our team. We tried to score maximum what we could from here.
You finished the rally, but you're able to take part in this great party here at Peugeot. Peugeot clinching the Drivers' Championship and also the Manufacturers' Championship.
Yeah, that is fantastic because now is no any pressure in Australia and in UK is I think so coming 2 very nice events.
Marcus, congratulations, rally winner and double world champion.
Yes, thank you. Good feeling. No.
Does this one feel better than the first World Championship?
No. The first one was better, but of course this is a good one. But always the first was something special.
Timo, you must be very, very pleased with your second World Championship.
Yes, of course I am, and looking really forward next year.
Can you do it again, do you think, next year?
It's going to be harder for sure with Richard, but we give it a try.
This year has been tougher, but at the same time we scored very regularly at a very high level, and this double winning here is extraordinary. I'm so happy for everybody, for the team, for the drivers, for everybody. It's a fantastic result for a team which is really committed to victory.
Round 13 sees the World Rally Championship circus staying down under. The city of Perth hosting Rally Australia, another spectacular roller coaster of a rally. here in New Zealand has been dominated by one team, Peugeot. One man in particular, the world champion designate, Marcus Grönholm. Join us in Perth in 3 weeks' time to see if his winning ways will continue. But we leave you with a look back at the dramas of the last 3 days. From Auckland, goodbye.